You know how it feels like every boomer that you've ever met doesn't trust AI and then just clicks on every single link that is sent to them in an email? The Surge 2 imagines a world where all of our boomer parents and grandparents' fears become reality. One of the things I really enjoyed about this game was the armor and weapon systems. Now, there's tons of different armors and weapons like every game we've talked about so far, but in order to acquire the armor and weapons that you are looking for, you must farm those pieces from your enemies. So what do I mean by that? Say you see a spear or a staff that someone is using and you want that staff. Well, there's a mechanic in the game where once you get the enemies to a certain health or you kind of break down their poise, posture, I don't remember exactly what it's called in the game, stamina, you are able to basically cut off a piece of that enemy. So say there's a staff or spear, sword, whatever in someone's right hand. In order to acquire that for yourself, you have to then whittle down their health to a certain point, then cut off that right arm. And say you want a new helmet from someone, you then go and do the same thing and you cut that person's head off. And then when you want to then upgrade all of those pieces of armor, weapons, anything like that, you then just have to farm higher level enemies in the game. I really like this because what this does is it means that no armor or weapons in the game ever become obsolete. Every single piece of gear you get, you can continue to use throughout the game and just level up if you want to. My first playthrough of this game, I pretty much used the exact same set of armor that I got really early in the game throughout the entire thing. I just kept upgrading it and upgrading it and upgrading it. It really worked for me. I really enjoyed it. Every armor set has different perks and bonuses. Each one has a different set bonus, and so you can mix and match different things. You actually get a couple different items that allow you to put multiple armor sets together. It's really fun. Another thing about this game that makes the combat feel really good and extremely fluid is there is a fantastic parry system in the game. I'm a sucker for any game with a parry system that I actually understand because in most games I am really bad at it. Outside of Sekiro, this is probably the best parry system I've used in a long time. I guess you could throw Hollow Knight in there, but that's a different category of games, okay? Hollow Knight kind of stands alone as one of the best games ever, but I digress. Back to the Surge 2. The parry system is so good, a lot of the enemy encounters essentially require you to parry or you're just going to have a bad time. A lot of Souls games teach you to dodge, but in this game, dodging usually doesn't work out, so getting the parry system down is going to be in your best interest. The Surge 2 also has a lot of replayability as well. There are a handful of armor sets and weapons that you can either only get extremely late in the game or when you begin New Game Plus. So I would highly recommend doing multiple playthroughs of the game on the same character because New Game Plus is a lot of fun and testing out a lot of the new armors and weapons is fantastic.